Today, we're going to talk about one of the most popular questions on YouTube, how to pay yourself in a single-member LLC. Hey guys, this is Sam Malai. I'm a business lawyer for entrepreneurs. I help entrepreneurs start and grow their business. So this is one of the most popular questions on YouTube, the one that gets the most views that I really want to address. How do you pay yourself in a single-member LLC? Let's start. So first of all, what is a single-member LLC? Single-member LLC is a limited liability company with one owner. That's all it is. So something to note. Owners in an LLC are called members. So if I ever use owners or members, they're pretty much interchangeable and they mean the same thing. So if you're the only owner of an LLC, you're considered to be a single-member LLC. So how do you determine how you pay yourself in a single-member LLC? So how you pay yourself in a single-member LLC depends on two factors: how many members or owners your LLC has, and how you elect to be taxed by the IRS. The IRS will treat your LLC either as a corporation, partnership, or as a disregarded entity as part of the owner's tax return. And I'll discuss exactly what a disregarded entity is. So again, how you pay yourself in a single-member LLC or any LLC really depends on how many owners there are and how you elect to be taxed with the IRS. An LLC with at least two owners or members is classified as a partnership for federal income tax purposes unless it files Form 8832 and elects to be treated as a corporation. So again, by default, an LLC with two owners is considered and taxed as a partnership. An LLC with only one member is treated as a disregarded entity, separate from its owner, unless it files Form 8832 and elects to be treated as a corporation. So again, by default, a single-member LLC is taxed and treated as a disregarded entity. What a disregarded entity means is that the entity by itself is disregarded, as ignored, not treated as a separate tax entity. So as a single-member LLC, you yourself have to file your tax return on your personal tax return yourself. So just by having an LLC, it does not change anything for your taxes. You still, as a single-member LLC, you still have to file your own personal tax return. If your single-member LLC does not elect to be treated as a corporation, your LLC is considered a disregarded entity, and your LLC's activities should be reflected on your own personal federal tax return, which we just said. So let's take an example. So here we have Jane and Jack. So let's start with Jane first. Jane did not get S corporation tax election. What that means is, by default, she elected to be treated as a disregarded entity. So if she did not get an S corporation tax election, that is treated as a disregarded entity. And because she's a disregarded entity, she's going to file taxes on her personal tax return. And if she files her taxes on her personal tax return, and then any income that she makes from the LLC is subject to self-employment tax. Now let's take Jack. Jack is a little bit more savvy, and he elected to be treated as an S corporation. So he essentially has an LLC taxed as an S corporation. The benefit of having an LLC taxed as an S corporation is that you're able to give yourself a reasonable salary that is subject to self-employment tax, and then the rest is a dividend that is not subject to self-employment tax. So in summary, how you pay yourself in a single-member LLC depends on whether you elect to be taxed the default way, which is a disregarded entity, or whether you elect to be taxed as an S corporation, which we explained in the example. If you haven't filed a form with the IRS to be taxed as an S corporation, you're considered a disregarded entity and you will pay taxes for your LLC on your personal tax returns. If you did file a form with the IRS to be taxed as an S corporation, you should consult with a tax professional or business lawyer about how you will pay yourself a salary so you'll be subject to less self-employment tax. If you have any questions about this, comment below. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe below, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.